If my younger brother never dropped out of his classes, I would not be doing what I do today for work. It's wild to think that the only reason why We the Future of Sewing exists and why I started this sewing page was because I wanted to teach Marco how to sew. When I was home for Thanksgiving, we literally talked about this and how there's different milestones in my business that are tied to our birthdays. When I went home to celebrate his birthday is when he told me that he was going to drop out of his classes. Not even going to, he had already dropped out of his classes. And that's why I started We the Future of Sewing. Around my birthday is when I released my book. If this is your first time seeing my book, this is Stitch by Stitch. It's the sewing workbook that I wrote and designed to teach my brother how to hand sew, and it goes over essential hand stitches. So each one has its own page, and at the back there are sewing cards are able to cut out and sew directly on. And here I have some finished examples here. So each stitch has a page briefing what the stitch is, the best use cases are, and then how to get started and sew them. And once you cut out and finish sewing them, you can see that there's a plastic pocket here, but underneath the plastic pocket is a printed answer guide. And here I'll show you up close the sewing guides that you get to punch out the holes of and then sew directly on with a numbered sequence to make it really easy to follow. Anyways, that's the book that I released last year, days after my birthday. All of this year, I was developing my online course to really build a strong foundation for anyone who wants to learn how to sew. The main reason why I started We the Future of Sewing was because my brother was having so much difficulty with cherry picking different tutorials and really lacking that foundation to make everything kind of stick together and have confidence in front of a machine. Not even just operating the machine, but also understanding enough about fabrics and construction to be able to visualize and execute a project. So this is my course in all its glory. You can see here each of the modules has its own chapter. Some of the chapters have quizzes, and it was really important for me to make it multimedia. You can see that there's pictures, and then every single thing.
Before you sew the first stitch, welcome to module 1 of Not What It Seems.
As a voice recording, my favorite is module 2, where I take you through the sewing machine. Everything is clickable, so it'll take you to a close-up image with the definition and function of each part of the machine. See? Oh my god, I just wish I had something like this when I was learning. Anyways, I take you through the machine. I also take you through my toolkit and what makes a good toolkit and all the different tools that you'll need. Then we go into fabrics and seams. So this describes seams, this describes fabrics. We go into actually how to hand sew and machine sew, and then there's just videos to follow along. I also have print out homework that you can do. There's metric and imperial versions. To finish off, we have all of our projects. So for module 5, you sew a hand warmer, fabric coasters, and a heating pad.
You can get started through the link in my bio. Love you so much. Bye.